Many thoughtful comments came after Ekaladerhan and Oduduwa. So today, we step back from legend and examine the debate carefully.
In Benin oral history, Prince Ekaladerhan, son of the last Ogiso, was exiled. He journeyed west. He arrived in Ile-Ife. He became known as Oduduwa. Recorded by Jacob Egarevba. Preserved in palace traditions. Passed down orally before colonial writing. This is an oral tradition, not a medieval written document. In Yoruba tradition, Oduduwa is often described as a culture hero or divine ancestor. Two main origin stories are usually told. One mythology positions him as descending on a chain from the sky, having been sent by a supreme being, an encounter with Obatala, and eventually creating land. Another historical origin story positions him as migrating from the east. Some suggest Egypt or Mecca or Upper Sudan or some other area. One account say he came from the east. Others frame him as primordial. It is important to note that Samuel Johnson, as well as many other historians, compiled traditions, they didn't invent them. Oduduwa appears in multiple oral streams. Another important thing to note is the absence of early written records does not equal absence of tradition. Many African histories were transmitted orally. Ile-Ife archaeological layers date to around 1000 to 1400 AD. Complex urban settlement existed centuries before the 18th century. European travelers referenced Fe/Ife in earlier centuries. So while debates about exact origins continue, the city itself predates the 18th century. Origin stories are not just history. They are identity, legitimacy, political memory. Royal lineages use ancestry to validate authority. Competing civilizations often develop competing origin narratives. This is common globally. Rome, Egypt, Greece, etc. The question, did Ekaladerhan become Oduduwa, has no definitive archaeological proof, but it remains a powerful Benin tradition, and in line with unified historical accounts that Oduduwa migrated from another region to Yoruba land. The important thing, though, that can be gleaned from and agreed in history is that the Benin and Yoruba empires are two great civilizations connected to three individuals: Oduduwa, Oramiyan, and Eweka. The Benin moats, or Iya, in present-day Nigeria, were part of a vast pre-colonial defensive network, considered the world's largest earthwork. Constructed between 800 and 1500 AD, this 16,000-kilometer, 10,000-mile system of banks and ditches was larger than the Great Wall of China and featured walls up to 66 feet. Also, the famous Ife bronze and terracotta heads are so anatomically precise that early Europeans refused to believe Africans made them. They were created using advanced lost wax casting, proportionally accurate and hyper-realistic, technically comparable to Renaissance sculpture in Europe, produced centuries before European contact in the region. This alone reshaped global understanding of African art history. Before the Great Wall reached its final height, before medieval Europe fortified its cities, a civilization, the Benis, in West Africa, had already carved 16,000 kilometers of earth into history. And another, the Yoruba, had already cast faces in bronze and terracotta with breathtaking perfection.
A lot of similarities can be observed in their bronze work, and marriages between both tribes are very common today.
How did it begin?
It is an ancient bond. The two empires are some of the greatest in history. Both empires are great, and today they continue to live together in harmony, and that is the story. This is history. Next time, we will look at Oramian and the Benin connection. Go well, my children.